Oh.
We're going to D23!
Seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
Hi guys, welcome back to Dingle Blogger.
And so it's convention season, so we thought we would show you all the things that we pack in our bags when we go to conventions. We just finished VidCon and we got a couple more coming up. Next one is the D23 Expo, and that's what this one's gonna be sort of geared to. So we'll show you what we're gonna bring to this convention that starts tomorrow.
Yeah, so the usual stuff we bring when we go anywhere, like parks, just trips, conventions, is our usual purse stuff. So you've got your chapstick you want to bring. Nothing's worse than having chapped lips when you're like out in public and you can't do anything about it.
Lip gloss is always good too if you're posing for pictures.
My lip gloss is popping.
My lip gloss is cool.
You're gonna want your hand sanitizer. You're gonna be touching lots of stuff at a convention, and if you're a germaphobe like us, you want to keep your hands clean. For all you natural deodorant users,
Bring it. It's gonna be like almost 90 degrees this weekend, and lots of people, so bring your deodorant.
You're gonna be walking around, running possibly, so you gotta reapply. You don't want to make your friends uncomfortable.
Or the people behind you or in front of you.
Yeah. Then your usual Advil, like I said, you're probably gonna be on your feet a lot, walking a lot, standing, waiting, so some Advil just to keep the pain away is always a good idea. And then your usual hairbrush and ponytail. If it gets hot, fix your hair, you're gonna sweat. And then of course your little wallet. The smaller compact ones are nice since
like
you're gonna
use at the park. Yeah,
just like we use at the park, because it's light, less heavy things to carry, and if you get a lot of free swag, you want more room in your bag. And then I always like to bring a pen and pencil. Pencil if I'm making lists or anything.
Sharpies for autographs.
I was just gonna say, you never know who you'll run into. I met Tony Baxter at Comic-Con once and got his autograph, so that was pretty cool.
Need a pen for that.
Need a pen.
And you know, we also take chargers everywhere we go because we take a lot of pictures and we use our phones a lot for posting stuff, so make sure you bring a charger. And of course, we always have our camera so we can bring all the magical moments to you guys.
Yeah, and you want to capture all the memories too and take lots of pictures.
Yeah, because again, you never know who you're going to see there. And they do let you take a lot of pictures in the panels except the big major ones, but you can record and take pictures pretty much the whole time. It's great. And then, phones. We always bring our phones, and this one it's really important because they have a really great app for this convention. Like the full schedule.
And a map.
A map. You know, you can highlight the things you want to do. It's a really great app. So if you're going to this...
See, there's the map. It's just really great to help guide you through the convention.
Yeah, and it gives you great on how to use the stage pass, when to get tickets, where to line up.
Yeah.
Get the app for this one.
Super useful.
Yes. And of course you can't get in without your
tickets.
Very important to bring your tickets. Just like Disneyland, don't forget your annual pass or your tickets. Don't forget your tickets to the convention. It's how you get in. It's how you get stuff.
You're not going to get anywhere without it, so don't forget it. And you'll get a lanyard when you get there.
Yep, you just bring your ticket and they'll put it in a lanyard for you and everybody's matching. But if you want to put your pins and all that jazz, you can bring your own lanyard if you want. Or you can put your pins on the lanyard they give you.
Yeah. So the next thing you're going to need is all your convention stuff. This isn't the stuff you'd find usually in your bag. This is specifically for the convention. And the first thing we like to bring, poster tubes. If you don't buy the fancy poster tubes to wear on your back with a strap, you can just use ones you get from the mail. I usually like to go to like Office Depot or Staples and just buy a mail poster tube and just stick it in your bag.
I've also used the inner tubes from wrapping paper. It's a really cheap way to do that.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's not as sturdy as these cardboard ones, but it works the exact same if you're just going to carry your posters around and take it back to your room.
Yeah. So don't forget those, because nothing's worse than a bent, wrinkled poster.
Especially if it's limited edition, signed, blah, 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 you know.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Also, a good convention thing to bring is a sewing kit. A lot of people cosplay at conventions.
We might be cosplaying.
Yeah, so it's nice to have an emergency kit if something in your costume breaks. It's a quick fix if maybe you're not wearing costume but your friend is. You can help them fix their costume. And you never know when you just see a cosplayer falling apart and they need help, and you can be their savior and just help them out. So it's a good thing to have, whether you're cosplaying or not.
Yeah, safety pins, needles, sewing, tape, glue.
Even glue,
The whole little set is great to have.
And it goes a long way.
So what you're also gonna need is a little chair. We have this fold up, it's hard to see because they're in a space, but it's a little just pop-up stool because there is a lot of just waiting in line.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to sit on the ground,
if you don't want to get dirty, these little chairs are super convenient. They're super light. They fold up. You can carry it on your back.
They all have straps, and it's not like a folding chair where you have to like carry it around.
Yeah.
It's just it's almost the size of our poster holder.
Yeah.
So it's
perfect.
really convenient, especially if you don't want to sit on the ground or can't sit on the ground and get back up quickly. So they're very
Convenient.
All
right, and then I like to stuff in my bag another bag, like this little drawstring bag, because you never know how much free swag you'll get, and there's been times where I end up carrying a lot of stuff because it doesn't fit in my bag. So if I do get a lot of stuff, or even if I just buy a lot of stuff, I can pull out this bag and I have a whole nother bag to carry, and it makes it super easy, so you're not worried about dropping anything or carrying things in your hands.
And in all past D23 Expo conventions, they have given you a bag. So let's hope that that tradition continues. It's very important to stay hydrated and bring a snack because you don't know when you're gonna eat. The food there, they have food there, but it can be expensive. So I suggest you just take a snack.
Bring maybe a few snacks.
Lots of snacks, sweet snacks, salty snacks, almost full meal sort of snacks, because you never know. It's just better to have them than to not have them.
Yes.
I would say.
And then the water's important too, because like you're gonna be on your feet all day. It's gonna be hot. You want to stay hydrated.
And there's drinking fountains to refill them. So there you go.
And then the next thing in our bag is our entertainment.
As we said, you know, you will be waiting in line a lot. So cards are classic.
And fidget spinner.
Yep. We also play Heads Up.
On the
Headbands?
phone.
Is it Heads Up or Headbands?
Heads up.
Heads Up.
Heads up, the app. Headbands is the board game. Don't bring a whole board game.
Don't bring a whole board game. Cards. Just bring cards.
So yeah, playing cards are a lot of fun, and you can get other people involved in the games too. And then something like a fidget spinner, if you get antsy, it's actually pretty calming. It helped a lot for me at VidCon. I liked having it in my hand, and I forget I even have it, so.
Just don't spin them during the panels.
Because they do
Please.
make a noise, and that's really annoying. Just keep yourself entertained when you are waiting in long lines.
Because there are lines. Like we've been saying this whole time. Be prepared for the lines.
All right, so speaking of being prepared for the convention, here are some of our tips for D23 and kind of any convention, really.
Yeah, so first things first, you want to be comfortable. Wear comfortable shoes. I mean, of course, if you're cosplaying, that doesn't count.
Yeah, if you are wearing a costume with uncomfortable shoes, I've always either put in like flats or flip-flops in my bag for the end of the day. Just slip those on, because nothing's worse than walking back to your hotel room in uncomfortable shoes.
Yeah, or if you're just gonna like sit and watch a panel for a couple hours, you can flip out your shoes and, you know,
Yeah.
just think about being comfortable if you can. So, as we've talked about the lines, it's important to get there early. If you really, really want to see something, make sure you get there early to line up. Ask the cast members where the lineup is, what time they think they're going to line up. They can't always answer you really specific. You know, it's like, oh, how long is this line going to be? And they can't tell you that. But they can tell you, you might want to wait over here. Listen to them. You know, whatever they say, don't be mad at them for not giving you specifics, because they're going to do everything you can. Just know you should get everywhere early. Stage passes are always great options. They're just like a fast pass, except you can use them for shows.
So another important tip is to do your research beforehand. Like she was saying, all the long lines, you don't want to show up and then not be able to get into a panel that you wanted to get into.
Or not even know about a panel
Right.
that you want to go to.
So what I like to do is a few days before the convention is, I look through the app, I kind of make a schedule, I look at the map and kind of in my head figure out like, okay, I'm gonna be at this end of the convention and then run to this end at this time. And sometimes I go online and see what my friends are saying they're gonna go to, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna squeeze that into my schedule. So you just wanna do your research, know what's going on, know when it's going on and where it's going on, and kind of plan out your routine and your timing.
Have a backup too.
Mm-hmm.
In case you don't make something, or something's full, or you change your mind and you want to do something else, have a backup plan. There's plenty to do, and almost always some sort of backup thing to do if you want.
Yeah, so make sure you are prepared and have that ready to go before you even leave for the convention.
Mm-hmm. And most importantly, have fun! There's so much Disney, and everybody's gonna be there. There's gonna be costumes, there's gonna be artists, there's gonna be panels, and it's gonna be all Disney for 3 magical days. So enjoy it.
All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. So tomorrow we're gonna be at D23. So make sure if you see us, you come say hi. We'd love to meet all of you guys.
Yeah, and follow us on all our social media because we are going to be posting all weekend all the fun stuff that we're going to be doing. So Instagram, blah, 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 all that jazz.
And make sure you check back next Thursday because you will get to see our post about all the crazy fun we had at D23.
And make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you remember to see it next week. So that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Every time.
Oh!